Wow. Greetings, everyone, and welcome into the Hourglass. It's great to have you guys here. It's great to be here. All right, you guys. Now, I had these cards sitting on my desk for the last 2 days, for the past 2 days, right? I wanted to see what was the energy or what could we expect as a collective, as an individual, myself, after the 5-5 portal, the 5-5-5 portal we recently had. And these three cards came up with the overall energy as the Magician. Now, it feels very, very emotional. It feels like a compassion here, but it also feels like there's restoration or restoring. Something is being restored in the collective of divine masculines and divine feminines, with the Emperor and Empress energies coming on really, really strong. Now, if you recently went through an ordeal that felt like it destroyed you, peep this. It destroyed you so you could put your pieces back together differently and even more powerful. With the Magician energy, you do have what it takes. And let me tell you, after some ordeal, we've been having a lot of these Ten of Swords energies going on a lot. So after this Ten of Swords situation ordeal that left you feeling destroyed, it burnt away, or it painfully destroyed pieces of yourself that is no longer beneficial for your growth. I know you may be sitting where you're at, like puzzled with like this strange, it just felt like my heart dropped in my ass or something. Listen, we need to stop concentrating so much on what other people has done to us. It is now time to get out of that Ten of Swords energy of betrayal, of feeling like you can't trust anyone. Your trust issues has even extend from yourself to others or vice versa. Listen, whatever situation, whatever painful ending that was that has you feeling distraught, distressed, destroyed, it happened to liberate you. It happened, this fight, it was almost like a fight of letting go of things that you wanted to hold on really tightly that needed to change, shift, or completely leave your life. And it's always painful when stuff like that happens, even if it's not the healthiest thing that we was indulging in, all right? Now, it happened for you to have a right to your own sanctuary with the Temperance card. It's happening for you to come back to your higher self, to come back to the Most High. Now, what is so powerful about these four cards, and let me tell you, I left them exactly how they came out. And you guys know I'm like a shuffling queen out here. All right. But the masculine, the divine feminine energies are now coming back together differently. Now, this could be in union, physical union in the twin flame dynamic, or divine or sacred unions. This could also be as an individual. You are now being connected, reconnected to your higher self in a very different way. Now there's an abundance with the Empress, with the Temperance, and the Magician. There's an abundance of financial stability, financial, I'm hearing relief. There's also structure, restructuring, or reconstruction is going on here. So if you experience tower moments after tower moments, it left you for dead in the Ten of Swords. It destroyed the pieces of you that is no longer of use. The pieces of a relationship that is no longer of use. Things came to light for it to be a new dawn, a new turn of events, a new leaf here with the Temperance. And the Temperance coming out really strong. This is not a great time for anyone to make any type of extreme decision. Stay with this calm passion of the Temperance, gain that clarity or that clear vision, that clear purpose with the Emperor. Something here is teaching someone how to hold space and have patience. Patience is a virtue. Patience is one of the fruits of the Most High. All right. So we have to learn patience, or this situation is teaching us patience on reconnecting to the higher self. A lot of you're in your divinity because you're learning to ride the waves. You're learning. We have a lot of water, earth, and fire here. All right. There's air here as well with the magician energy. It's a strong, it's almost like you guys are coming into your magic, your own personal superhuman abilities. You have broken out very painful situations. But listen, it's a time to be patient with yourself. Some of you are coming into union because you're in divine timing. You're in this divine alignment with your divine masculine or your divine feminine. This is what divine timing is all about. When things are divinely aligned for the best of your interests and those involved. All right? Somebody's also making this happen. I feel like as a collective divine masculine, divine feminine energies, you guys are tapping in. It's no more foolery. It's no more trickery. It's no more manipulation. We have grown out of that. We have learned the very painful lessons of it. I feel like with this magician energy, someone is mastering their manifesting abilities as well. They're learning how to create by using their own essence, by tapping into this essence and being patient. This is very powerful. I also feel like there's some divine messages or divine, it's like someone acts, someone manifested, someone created a situation where it's for your own, it's for their own interest or your own interest. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like the lion. We have some lions, we have some lambs. It's almost like the lion, you are the lion and the lamb. So instead of devouring your most peaceful or calm passions, you're learning how to cooperate or live together with this higher self. So your primal urges or instincts is getting into this balance, this middle ground with your, oh my goodness, what was that? Okay, so I'm getting Madonna, like a prayer. Like a prayer, I'll take you there. Okay, so I'm getting that some of you have divine protectors. We all know that. We all have dominion over our angels. They're there for our assistance when we need them to be. At times, we're put in situation or our environment due to whatever we're manifesting, whatever bodies we're manifesting it from, the environment, your divine protectors, the Most High, orchestrates tests and challenges for you to show yourself your true potential head, for you to tap into your higher self. There is a new dawn, there is a new leaf here, a turn of events. This whole situation is getting you into divine balance so you could get back up on your purpose, on your path. But there is patience needed because divine alignment is happening. I'm hearing that, so we may have like Catholics in the house. I'm hearing peace be with you and also with you. So there's an exchange. Oh my God, some of you are going to come into some sort of union with your person and it's going to be very calm, but the passion is going to be roaring. It's like, oh my goodness, it's just a calm wave that's washing over me. There's an abundance of passion, of calm passion here going on. It's abundance of essence, of skills, of talents, putting it back together. So whatever fell apart, whatever you had to pull apart, you could put it back together in a different way to make it even more better, more powerful, or just plain out different. It's a new way, hey. It's a new way that's coming in for you guys. Are you ready? Are you ready to embrace it? You have been building, you have been healing, you have been restructuring your energies in your soul. It's like somebody woke up from that bloody river, or that somebody was drowning in a lot of their emotions. They were resisting a part of themselves that they were afraid of, or they were afraid to be wrong. Somebody was resisting their intuition. They were very manipulative. They didn't understand, or they didn't want to admit that they were creating havoc out of manipulation. They thought that this was the only way to do it, is to be manipulating with the magician card. Somebody is now humble with the lamb energy. Somebody thinking about family. Somebody thinking about being this positive teacher or this role model. Okay, so I'm hearing Celine Dion, because you loved me. Because you loved me. There goes Madonna again. This time I shared this one with my mom yesterday because I woke up hearing this song. The Spanish lullaby. I can't remember the title, but the part where she was saying, "This is where I long to be. Tropical breeze, when nature is wild and free. This is where I long to be." And then another part is coming through. I only listened to it once yesterday, but it's been so long. And I was kind of amazed that it rang through. But the next part, when she says, "The music gets too high, it rings through my ears and sting my eyes." Spanish lullaby, your Spanish lullaby. So listen, you guys are going to be feeling very, very emotional, because it's like you're overcoming. You're this powerful survivor. You have picked yourself up. You have picked up the pieces, and now you're blending, you're shifting, you're fitting it. And it's like some of you're starting off really slow, putting these pieces of yourself back together. It's almost like you're seeing a mess, or you're seeing something that's very contrast. But if you step back and look at it, it's going to all come back together in a different way, in a more powerful way, in a more useful, skillful manner. For some of you, you have been noticing the manipulation flags in your life, the manipulation story or programs, hey, and you're learning to kind of test the waters. Someone that you have been dealing with is testing their divinity. They're testing their powers. Some of you may be a little bit further advanced or a little bit further on your path. I'm also feeling like if this is an individual situation, your masculine energy is still kind of focused on the past, and your feminine energy is more focused on the future. So your intuition may be showing you glimpses or visions of your future, while your mind, while it's like, "Oh, there is my boy Sci-Fi. He came to join us." You guys, this is Sci-Fi, the genius. I'm a beta mom, you guys, and this is my baby. He often comes down here to look at tarot. I don't know if he's studying tarot, but he better not steal. No, just playing. That's my desk mate. So we working together. So, and Sci-Fi has been in a good mood this morning. He's been swirling in his tank. He's jumping at his bubbles again. So listen, there's a heart of gold. The both masculine and feminine energies, the divine masculine. Oh no, you know what? I'm getting to stop saying divine and start saying sacred. So there's a sacred restart or renewal here with temperance. But it took a lot of patience. It's almost like when someone thought that they were done, they were defeated, they could not take anymore. There's a renewal here. Peace be with you, or peace be unto you, and also with you. Just like a prayer, I'll take you there. And it's almost like it's coming from your divine protectors. It's like a reassurance. Like, listen, it's a new dawn. It's a new day. But you had to go through this, but we were right there. All of us, your ancestors, your guardians, your divine protectors, the Most High, they were all rooting for you to pull through. But at times they cannot intervene. At times you have to walk this road, this path alone, but you're not really alone. There's always protection there. Wow. So if somebody was like an eagle, what is that? What is that? What is that? A maniac. Why am I hearing a maniac? If this person was egotistical, we also have some distorted feminine energy that has been manipulated. I feel like for a lot of us, the gender roles are kind of like breaking apart. That gender role program is breaking apart because a lot of us in the collective is starting to realize that we possess this masculine and feminine energy. It just needs to be very balanced. And because of a lot of, I'm hearing uprising, a lot of these divine messages are being downloaded, uploaded, and acknowledged. And they're being trusted because if you're asking for divine guidance, you have to trust this divine guidance. So a lot of us has been praying, we have been seeking the truth, we have been seeking love, honesty, but it came from within. I'm also getting with the masculine and feminine energy. I'm hearing that the masculine's life is birthed out of the feminine's bones. Blown away right now, you guys. I definitely feel like somebody wants peace with you in a very sacred, a very highly sacred connection here. This person feels like you guys hearts. This is the what is this? The shields, but it's the heart of these royal, divine, sacred, regal energies here. So the both of you may be thinking about your authority, your powerful energies, your superhuman abilities, but you're also thinking about each other. Sometimes the roles flip flop. One of you could be thinking about past life memories or past memories that you guys experience in this lifetime, and the other is having futuristic premonitions of what's to come. So when you guys are telepathically communicating, you guys are sharing these thoughts, you guys are exchanging these loving visions, and you guys are creating it. It's like you're taking steps, subtle steps, to create this reality between the both of you. I just got you carrying my heart with you. So your person, your beloved, your sacred partner, and for some of you, this is your life partner. It's like I got your back and you got mine's. The backs is like the shoulder to shoulder hair. Their backs are like together. It's like they're fighting this life. They're fighting this tribulation, these tests together, but in separate ways. You guys are fighting towards a reality of love. There goes that Madonna, la la da da. And I keep hearing that one lyric, that one verse. It rang through my ears and sting my eyes. Your Spanish lullaby, and you don't have to be Latin or Spanish. It's just a lullaby. There's a symphony playing here. It's a symphony. Have you when was the last time you listened to orchestra music and how that wave, that frequency of every instrument washes over you? This is happening in the magician energy when it comes to your skills, your talents, who you are as an individual, your capabilities, but it's calm. You know, these are very powerful major arcanas as well, people. All right? I don't know if I should pull any more cards because I'm just so blown away. This has been on my desk for 2 days, you guys, for the past 2 days. All right. I wanted to see what was this 555 portal bringing in. What is this awareness that I'm feeling? It's a wave that comes. It's like my mind is extremely open and I have to protect myself. I have to protect my thoughts because I'm just hearing this beautiful music. Like I'm turning the radio and it's different music talking about coming together, whether it's coming together with your higher self, your intuition, whatever has been difficult to obtain or to grasp or to claim. It's here. It's happening. And it's somebody's very endurant, but the strength coming from the Magician card, coming from your essence. It's calm, it's carefree, it's detached, it's wild, but it's very genius and it's very influential and it's confident, coming from both energies. This is what's being put together differently. I'm going to be unrecognizable the next time you see me. But we're going to recognize each other's soul. So you guys may have grown, put on a little bit of that pandemic weight, wink, wink. Some of you may have let your hair grow out, or it's a different color, or your physique is built differently. Some of you have shifted through this pink moon, that full moon in Scorpio. By the way, happy birthday to all the Tauruses in the house. And with that Taurus energy, it's like this calm, luxurious need for a better life. There's a lot of sensuality, a lot of sentimental energy. You know, some of you are very sentimental of who you were, but this is a second chance for some of you. Some of you were very, very manipulated, or you knew someone that was very, very manipulated. Be prepared for a shift in this person. It's a very silent or secretive or calm shift that's happening with this person. Here we go again. It ring through my ears and sting my eyes. Your Spanish lullaby. So somebody's music, their heart music is stinging somebody's eyes. They're very emotional. They can't help but to bring tears. The both of you may be doing this, sensing each other's transformation. And it's like, I'm wishing you luck. I'm wishing you blessings. I'm wishing you the best. With peace be unto you, and also with you. It's like, I'm telling you, it's okay to go on your path now. It's okay. It's a calm detachment where both of you were very manipulative in getting a reaction in one's loyalty, the other's loyalty, or are you still into me? It's like you feel each other in your heart. You feel each other in the lower chakras, and therefore it's allowing you to breathe in your higher chakras. See, in the sacrum, there was a lot of power struggles. It was a lot of ego clashing because of the root chakra not being cleared, or the tribal chakra, meaning there was a lot of learned behavior. There was a lot of conditioning in the cultures about these gender roles. Now that we understand as a collective that we possess both energies, we are the cauldron, and these two energies we are storing, it's being stirred by our divine protectors. It's being stirred by our ancestors that mean us well, that has the highest good for all of us. So the vibration is raising through this pink moon, Scorpio, this 555 portal. And again, 5 talks about fundamental changes that came after some sort of conflict or misery. The pain needed to happen. The pain of the truth, the pain of the reality of our illusions needed to happen so we could heal. We needed to know what pain was so we could heal. I feel like there's some sort of triumphant crying going on. Like, we did that. We overcame that together or separately. And a lot of separation has been happening. And guess what? That separation was you guys' healing period. So this longing and this constant psychic or telepathic conversations was keeping you guys connected in the heart space, but you were also healing through other karmic accounts with other individuals. You needed to see what life is like without me. That's what I got. I needed to see what life was like without you. I had to let go. I had to let go and test the waters. I had to let go so I could come into this moderation, this balance. I had to let go of addictions. Addictions could be to control, to playing a victim, to manipulation. It's so many vices. Every man has its vices. I'm also getting this this quote from, I can't even remember the it's something to do with the Pope, like old time days, Is it the Pope? I think it's the Pope on Netflix. You guys help me out. When he said, when one of the listen, I don't know what their rankings or titles or labels are, but they were in the council, the Pope Council, right? Those other little popes that I'm not trying to disrespect anybody's culture or religion. I just can't remember it. But this phrase stuck with me when the guy was like, and it was said different times, it was not all said together, but one of the guys was like, the Pope himself was like, all men are fake. And then another part of the movie, another one of, I guess it's a bishop, right? When he was like, women are dangerous. So if you put that together, all men are fake and women are dangerous. I'm taking it in a deeper aspect now. I'm thinking about man as the ego mind, as the ego self. I am is fake. That I am is what it is right now, is what you're capable, is what you know yourself to be right now. That sense of self, that sense of personal identity is always going to shift. Women are dangerous. Mother, Gaia, the earth, is very dangerous because it's unpredictable. Gaia, Mother Earth, is still a wonder, a mystery. Hey, you get what I'm saying? So things are changing. It's happening. It's started. It's going through. It's being channeled. For some of you, it's streaming. There's a steady streaming, a calm streaming of downloads of divine sacred messages coming through to you guys that are now putting you guys selves back together differently. You have mastered your essence of changing yourself around to your best version. And I'm hearing that you guys are adapting to situations. You're working with what you have. It's like you're taking what you have and you're making the best of it. That is a sense of gratitude. That is a sense of mastery. When you take whatever you have and you make the best out of it. That's another level of healing as well. I'm hearing there was ego versus cleanliness, or there was a power play here. There was an ego clash between the emperor and the empress. And that taught you how to be patient. That taught you how to seek refuge or sanctuary in yourself, in your higher self, in the Most High. But you had to go through it. You had to liberate yourself. And it's like I'm seeing somebody floating in a sea. It's a red sea, or that's their own blood, or that's the bad blood that you have shed out with this kundalini. A lot of you that have been getting a lot of 10 of swords, those swords penetrated chakra wheels and let out the blockages, that bad blood, that red blood, and you swam in it. But as you swam in it, it kind of like purified you. And you went into this liberation. I am free to be who I am. Temperance with the magician. Balancing the masculine and feminine energies, the sacred masculine and feminine energies. I am free to be who I really am. I am right. Oh, okay. So I have a right. I have a right to my own happiness and my sanctuary. I am free to be authentic. I am. You see what I'm talking? It comes right back to the ego sense of self. I am. But it changes. And you should be okay with that change. A lot of us are afraid to be different. A lot of us are afraid to be in our authentic nature. And because of that, we have closed the door. We have blocked the abundance of life, of success, of wealth, of feeling secure in oneself. It's not a time anymore to manipulate or finesse. A lot of people are not going for that bullshit anymore. A lot of people are now seeing the love within oneself. They're no longer fighting for it from others and doing or bending or swaying to get it, compromising one's true self for this idea of love. There's another thing here going on with the temperance energy as well. And in that card, it has this saying above this divine protector, because it could be an Orisha, it could be an archangel. It's a male and it's non-gender. I'm going to just say it as that, all right? So this divine protector is asking you to visit the interior parts of the earth, Mother Earth, your feminine energy. Okay, there's a recertification or there's purification that's happening. There's a focus on what's to come of me. There's a willpower here to transform in life. Before, it was this like scattered energy, addictions, codependency. All of that has been washed away in that liberation of the Ten of Swords. Now, let's see what the angels and ancestors has to say about this. Divine protectors. Where's my deck? Okay, here we go. All right. You guys, this is a very powerful 4-card spread. And I pulled it 3:43 2 nights ago. All right. Some of you, your divine masculine, male or female, they're kind of like in deep reflection. It's like a self-examination of their power. They know they have been very manipulative. Some of them could even be very upset with family members or role models that taught them this program. It's very cultural for some of you. Where you're from, the masculine energy or the patriotic energy, the men, you know, was very manipulative, very controlling, very oppressive, and the feminine tolerated it. Was the one to stand behind and not speak up. Listen, it says, I have a right to my own happiness and my sanctuary. This is liberation. Temperance. The Empress card. With the Emperor card and Temperance, I get, I am free to be authentic. I am free to be who I really am. Magician energy. It's happening. It's manifesting. It's developing. It's personal development. That's what it is. Hey. Angels, ancestors. Both known and unknown, that mean us the highest good of all. The shield maiden, and I talked about the shields here. So it says make a plan and focus. This is a lot of Emperor's energy being highlighted here because we're talking about taking charge with authority. So the shield maiden, she is very tough, all right? All great warriors has plans. That's what that's coming from. Shield maidens prepares their own tools, their own weaponry, right? And they could tend to be very, very masculine energy in a feminine body. And this could be very intimidating or even alarming to some people, right? It says, make a plan and focus. So have a plan or strategy, magician energy, because, you know, all great magicians have a plan. They do have strategy, but they also have like this game book, like this. Yeah, it's like okay, so somebody needs to update their game book. Somebody needs to update their game book. Study your moves. I'm hearing you need to kind of question your motive and study your moves. What are you fighting for here? What is the mission? This is a very Viking energy as well, coming from this female knight. Some of you may be into Viking traditions. Some of you may be a female knight here going on. So you may be this badass regal empress, this hustler, this person that plans, strategize, and bombs first. That's that Tupac energy. So have a strategy in place before you move forward. Before you try to test the waters here with the temperance energy, before you get back on that path to this new dawn, to this new energy. Some of us here, we really need to shape. We have a plan already set, or we have a strategy, but you need to take a second look, take shape of it, and follow through with these strategies. If you're very afraid, or you're afraid of failure, if you're still addicted to this shame, or fright is holding you back from stepping out on your intuitive guidance, start small. Test your strategies. Test your theories here with the magician. Test to see if you have that supernatural abilities. Test your intuition. Step out on it. All right. The shield maiden also carries this protection, this shield that I talked about in these two energies. It's a lot of protection here. All right. And you know what? The shield maiden works very hard on her tools, on her execution, on her fighting plays, on her moves. It's time to start working on yourself. It's time to believe in your plan of action. You are ready to fight for what you believe in. You are ready to liberate or show liberation for your authentic nature. Very powerful warrior feminine energy, very fierce. All right? For some of you, this is medicine. Some of you are medicine women or medicine men. Okay, so I'm hearing that you need to strengthen your body with the Empress energy. Hold space for your wins. Oh my goodness. So it's no time to dwell on if you fail here. You have no choice but to pull forward. Bring some sort of order and structure. There's a plan of fruition. Hey, and you need to move forward. Some of you have a warrior's heart, and you're preparing, or you need to be more prepared and focused than you have ever been, or have you been in the past. Let your guides with the temperance energy guide and support you as you move forward. As every fighting move that you move forward, you have your guides here, right on the heel. They're right on your heel. It's like you're fighting the physical battle, and your guardians or your divine protectors, they're fighting the spiritual battle for you. For some of you, this is a spiritual war. This is a spiritual battle, and you have to get close to the Most High. You have to get close to the Most High, your higher self, to have this victory, to have some sort of fruition with the magician energy. Your next step will be great. For some of you, you have been resting, you have been patient, you have been doing the healing work, and this Shield of Maiden card is asking you to take the next step. All great warriors have plans. Some of you are very sensitive. We have impacts. You may be feeling like you're not ready. There's a lot of anxiety, but you have to move forward. This card is asking you to move forward with that anxiety. Let that anxiety, let that fear, let that rush, let that adrenaline rush fuel your next step here. Because you're protected. Some of you, this is battling an addiction. I'm hearing that the ego is, you know why the ego is looked at as such as an enemy? We all have ego. We can't get rid of the sense of self, but we could learn to trust it. We could learn to work with it as a great teacher, not as the greatest enemy. The ego pulls us away from reality. The soul ties us or pulls us together in the now. All right? So with the ego, maybe pulling you back or telling you a lot of ego stories to protect you, but your soul knows the way. And your soul wants to fight. With the Shield Maiden card, make plans and focus. Focus, because the ego mind will try to shout at you. You know, the manipulation. We also have an air of falling back into manipulative patterns to win. For some of you, there's somebody that's wanting to win at all costs, and there's going to be some ego clashes. These people is going to try to test your commitment to your will. We have some manipulative and trickery energy around. This could be malignant forces or evil forces that wants to kind of sway you. This could also be your ego mind that's trying to pull you away from reality. But your soul, trust your soul, your intuitive guidance when you pull forward. Some of you have manipulative people around you that is trying to pull you away from your life partner, from your divinity. And they're not above cheating or lying to win. This is testing your commitment to your authentic nature. So when you feel that energy coming, or when you are put in that situation where you feel afraid to stand up for who you are, to stand up for your plan of fruition or strategy to get there, you're going to have to do it. For some of you, you're going to do it in silence. You're just going to take a YOOOU, or you're going to take a detour, and you're going to keep going. It's like you're going to bypass this manipulative energy. For some of you, you have bypassed a very manipulative, distorted masculine energy. Somebody that's really stuck in their past, and they're stuck on their vices. They're stuck on their ego, but they're also having ego awareness. So they're in tune with their inner world, and they are observing these ego stories, but they're unable to separate those thoughts to their true authentic nature. That's their issue. They're going to learn to do that. They're going to learn how to blend or combine peacefully their higher self or their true self. All right. But they are noticing a lot of triggers. Hey, they go in and out of conscious awareness. Some of us do that as well. We're just experiencing this human thing. All right. So I hope you guys did enjoy this very powerful message. Well, I thought it was very powerful. All right. And I'm getting those songs, Madonna, Celine Dion. I'm also getting Rod Stewart. I was getting Rod Stewart for a long time, and it's that song, Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? That I love you. The sun is in the background here with the temperance, and in that song it talks about, like the sun, at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one with the temperance energy. Rod Stewart, have I told you lately that I love you? This love is divine. That's one of the verses, right? This love, there's a love that's divine. It's yours and it's mine. Like the sun, at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one, to the one. I'm also hearing in silence, you could hear it. It may be your higher self. It may be your ego self. Which one has been causing you strife? With which mind has been causing you pain? Is it the ego's mind, or is it the inner mind? That is a question you guys have to figure out, because a lot of you are still battling your ego of wanting to be powerful or wanting to be in authority. Some of you are dealing with people that are very manipulative because they want power. They're clashing with your ego. And again, ego is a sense of self at this very time. The ego mind is this sense of personal identity. I am. It's your personal thinking. It's your personal feeling, your willingness, hey, of oneself, me, myself, and I. The ego is, it's how you take it, it's how you perceive it. But is it causing harm, or is it hindering? Is it helpful, hey? Some of you are still fighting your pride, your emotion in which you feel of a sense of success or achievement. Some of you, your pride wouldn't let you do the right thing, because then it would feel like you're losing. It's not a win or lose situation, hey? It's about being healthy or unhealthy. So with the temperance energy, I'm getting this really strong. Resist the urge to be right, again, with the pride. All right? Ask yourself, who are you outside of these paradigms? Outside of these earthly conditions or earthly expectations of oneself? I have a right to my own happiness and sanctuary. Have to make a plan. All great warriors have a plan. They have strategy. Wow, we have a lot of warrior markings or cultural markings on the face. Some of you are into contrast patterns. You're being pulled to geometric symbols. Look into it. Look into it. Something is being activated in your third eye, your crown chakra as well. A lot of divine sacred messages are being uploaded, streaming. Some of you are streaming live when it comes to divine messages. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All signs are welcome. That's why I didn't pull out any signs. Right? But you could use it for seasons. So I'm going to say we have the magician energy of Aries, Virgo, Gemini. We have Libra, Taurus. We have double Aries, Sagittarian energy as well. Right. And that's what I'm getting, you guys. So that could be all seasons. It could be people that you're dealing with. It's like a lot of powerful shifting and changes are happening, you guys. You know, and people do deserve a second chance, but they also have to kind of like, I wouldn't say prove, but they also have to follow through with action. All right, so words are no longer being accepted. There has to be appropriate action that's aligned with those words. So a lot of people are not going to get away as much as they used to, because again, the earth is raising its vibration. It's finding a sense of purpose or a sense of passion in calm ways. So a lot of people that was putting up with your bullshit is not going to put up with your bullshit anymore, because they are recognizing that they are the whole table. They're protected with all of these shields as well. They have very powerful superhuman abilities. They have the power to heal. Some of us, we're not letting these 10 of Swords, powerful situations get us down. We're moving forward. We're having more compassion. We're being more open, because we want this true abundance. We want that abundance of wealth, of happiness, of life coming through. Some of the other side, other groups, they're gonna let the 10 of Swords, or all these painful endings, this betrayals, they're gonna let it take over them. They're gonna let it stew and fester and become like toxic poison. But again, that's their choice. That's their free will. That's probably their part that they have to play at that time. All right? So beware of people that are very manipulative, that are very vengeful, that are very tricky, that are here to kind of misunderstand you, to challenge your commitment or your will to stay your course. They have a part to play. You have your part to play in your story, in your purpose. All right. So I'm going to let you guys go. I have to get ready to do some hair today. All right. But I just wanted to bring that through. Again, this was the energy that was coming through with the 555 portal. I'm seeing Stargate. So I watch a lot of Netflix. I see that advertised a lot. That was a childhood fave, right? So the Stargate. I'm seeing like the Stargate kind of like energy behind the Temperance as well. What? So it's like the whole point of that story is knowing your origin, knowing your history, knowing your power, knowing your strength to defeat the oppressive energy, right? Yeah, it's about how do I put that? It's about honoring or utilizing your abilities. I believe one character in the Stargate, it was forbidden to read, or it was forbidden to write, and she knew the language and she taught it to homeboy and so forth. So it's about liberating yourself from oppressive energies that keep you from knowledge, that keep you from this self-knowledge, because you sense it after a while that you're being controlled. All right. And again, we have to go through this heat. There's a calm passion. Beware of extreme decision making right now. It's a time to be at peace. It's a time to be patient. Be at peace with waiting for divine timing or divine alignment. All right? I'm hearing that your ego will is not bigger than the cosmos will. Your ego's will is not bigger than the Most High's will. What? I'm done, you guys. I'm done. I'm going to leave it there. You guys, big up yourself if you're feeling this rhythm, this reading today. All right? I'm also hearing Bougie Banta, and I want to rule my destiny. Right? Mama, look from where you're calling. Destiny. Right? So, yeah, big up yourself in the comment box, y'all. I just had to come and bring y'all this reading. It was just like flowing for the past 2 days. And I'm like, you know what? I have wondered about it. I have seen a lot of visions, meditating on this spread, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You guys are just like walking on air. You're walking on your own greatness. And you're going to use your skills. Use your skills, use your talent, because now is the time to liberate and feel free to be in your authentic nature. You have multiple realities that you could choose and create from. But you have to trust your I'm hearing you have to trust your divine guidance. You have to trust it because you asked for it. There's a lot going on in the background that's fighting for you. You could do it. You got to pull yourself out of the funk. You have a whole galaxy of divine protectors, of ancestors that's rooting for you. Some of you have give out that SOS signal out of your DNA, out of your root chakra, and those ancestors is coming. They're running to your aid, because deep inside you're calling them out. You're putting out that SOS signal. So if you feel very misunderstood, or you feel alone, your divine protectors and your ancestors, they're running. They're there, but you have to trust what they're showing you. All right, stay positive, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. See you guys in another channel message. Thank you guys so much for your support, your donations, your tips to the free readings here on the Hourglass. And I'll see you guys in another channel message. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.